the prep zone.
Oh my goodness!
Rice, splashdown!
Oh my goodness, what a hit!
It's homecoming night at Sid Terrio Stadium, and the Mandeville Skippers are ready to open up 6-5A play against the Northshore Panthers. Welcome to the Prep Zone. My name is Grant Yenny here with Coach Jimmy Inman. Coach, let's start with Mandeville. What do we know about them coming into this game tonight?
Well, first of all, explosive offense led by the guy that should be wearing a cape if it wouldn't be a uniform violation, Nate Shepard. I mean, offers from Ole Miss, Vanderbilt, and Duke. 7.4 yards per carry. I mean, every carry and a half is a first down, so if he just thinks about it on second down, he's moving the ball down the field. It's amazing.
North Shore struggled here early in the season. What do we know about them?
We know that they're talented. They just haven't put it together yet. So it's a scary team if you're on the opposite side of the field, because if they can put it together, they can surely get it done.
Coach, thank you. We'll have more analysis from the press box. I spoke with both coaches moments ago. Let's hear what they had to say, and we'll get to the action. Coach, you're looking to rebound after the loss to Walker last week. How'd your preparation go this week?
I thought it was good. Kids were focused this week. You know, you're hoping that when you get to week 4, you're eliminating penalties, you're eliminating turnovers. Week 2 was penalties for us, even though we got the win. And then week 3, we got the turnover bug, and we lost the turnover battle 3-0. So we got to clean those things up if we want to win tonight.
It's homecoming. You're playing an 0-3 opponent. How do you keep your kids focused in this game?
Well, I like to say that it's easy, but I think it's pretty much a flip script from last year. We were 0-3 and they were 2-1, and we were able to go over there and we were able to get the win. So, you know, they're very talented. Coach Sanders does a very good job. We've got to make sure that, you know, like a broken record, but we can't have the penalties that put us behind the chains, and we can't have the turnovers that put our defense in a bad situation or anything worse than that.
Coach, you're looking to put it all together. How'd your preparation go preparing for Mandeville this week?
Preparation was really not bad. I mean, all things considered, you know, we got a rebound from, you know, last week, and, you know, I thought they showed up and responded pretty well this week.
And Mandeville has a lot of offensive firepower. How do you go about slowing that down this week?
I mean, the big thing is we just got to be, you know, sound in what we're asked to do defensively. Make sure we got 11 hats running to the ball, and you know, do our best trying to tackle those guys. Because, like you said, they are very talented. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it. We got to make sure we tackle, make sure we're all running and getting into the ball, and do what we're supposed to be doing.
Hanrahan will kick this one away for the Panthers as Shepard and McGowan are back deep to return, and 6-5A district play is underway as this one will be returned, brought to the middle, looking to cut it up, has some blocks, and he'll be brought down at about the 34-yard line.
On the return.
On the tackle there was Milosevic.
Yeah, Carson Milosevic, a junior DB. Nice tackle right there, but not before Mandeville gets a nice return to the setup shop.
There's a flag down on the field.
I spoke too soon.
So we'll see where they spot this one. It'll back Mandeville up. It was a nice return.
It past tense. It was at that. But perhaps that's why there was a lane.
So Mandeville's going to have to go 90 yards here on their first drive.
Yeah, so much for the nice field position to start. There's going to be a lot of green in front of the Skippers right here. North Shore's defense has been pretty stout on the year. Bend but don't break on occasion, but the reality is if they can get it, like I said earlier in pregame, if they can put it together, they're tough to handle.
Jacob calls for it, and the give will go to Shepard, and he is bottled up in the backfield, driven back before being blasted there, and a flag came down there.
So that's probably going to be late hit territory, obviously, but North Shore with a great job of penetration. You know, it's just being a little undisciplined. Maybe that's early game jitters, so to speak. A little too excited.
So that'll be a first down for the Skippers.
So each team with a penalty right out of the gate, and each team penalized, hence the term. taking away what would have been a good play.
We'll see how they clean that up. Now is the time where you need to start cleaning that up. You're in district play now.
That's it. The season becomes more compressed.
Keeper here by Jacob, and he'll run it out just past the 25-yard line for about a 4-yard gain.
And a nice read by Jacob as well. The defensive end on that side totally keyed in on Shepard, and he was able to pull it, keep it, and get a nice gain out of it.
2nd and 7 for the Skippers.
A little confusion on the left side for the Skippers.
Jacob calls for it, looking to pass. Pressure coming, rolls, and he is sacked. Dropped in the backfield there by number 2, Jamar Bolden.
Jamar Bolden, a senior defensive lineman, and I tell you what, he looked the part of a senior right there. I mean, boy, oh boy, great penetration, and made the ankle grab tackle right there, but that's all it takes.
3rd and 13 for the Skippers. 10:33 to go here in the first.
Again, North Shore's defenses, they've put the effort in this year. So this is not, surprising.
And Mandeville will take a timeout. 10:18 to go here in the first. Score tied 0-0.
Of the first half.
Coming out of the timeout, huge crowd here for homecoming here at Mandeville. Jacob calls for it, looking to pass, slings this one long, and it is overthrown. Had McGowan open, but just off the mark.
McGowan with a great job, a beautiful route right up the middle. North Shore gave him a little bit of space, and that's not the guy you want to give space if you're the Panthers. But man, I tell you what, that throw, just a little more touch on it, and it's 7. A nice play design by the Skippers.
Snap is back. And this one a short punt. Peter called by North Shore. And they will have amazing field position for their first drive of the night here at the 30-yard line.
That they will. And I tell you, number 9, Grant Simmons, senior defensive lineman for the Panthers, he was wise enough to just take a jog to the sideline.
So North Shore, they've been able, when we saw them against Salmon, they've been able to put drives together. It's just completing it that's been the issue. Let's see if they've worked on that offense and they're able to put it in here.
And no doubt they have the talent. So the question is, as we mentioned, can they put it together? Because man, when they do, they can look scary.
Oh, a low snap, and it's still loose, and Mandeville picks it up. Big turnover there for the Skippers.
And I tell you, great pressure by the Skippers. An excellent job of following in to recover the fumble. And, man, you couldn't ask for a better response if you're the Skippers' defense.
Pierce Melanson with the recovery.
Excellent stuff by Mandeville. And I tell you, if you're North Shore, I mean, it's one of those things where the snap's a little low and, hey, things become unraveled quickly. And we mentioned, can they put it together? And in that case, they couldn't.
So the Mandeville offense takes over here at the 41-yard line. 9:51 to go here in the first.
I feel like we're in a time warp because this is about where Mandeville would have been without all the penalties
Right.
and weird plays.
Jacob calls for it, and it's a toss behind Shepard, but he's able to haul it in and races down the near sideline for a big gain for the Skippers.
Yeah, that's one of those where Shepard secures the ball first. As you mentioned, it was a little bit behind him, actually a little high as well. He did a good job. Make sure you see the ball all the way in. Don't turn the ball over and lose the momentum. And, of course, once he secured it, he knew what to do with it.
Now Mandeville at North Shore's 35. Trips to the top of your screen. Jacob looking to pass, slings this one out, and it's complete. And he's still on the run, racing forward, and he's brought out of bounds. But that is White with the reception.
And that was a long throw to the sideline right there. But looked in, it was a crowded area to be fair. Made a couple of nice moves, one cut, and then up the sideline. So well done again by the Skippers.
Michael White, the junior wide receiver for the Mandeville offense. Jacob calls for it, looking to pass as pressure comes. It comes like jailbreak, and he tosses this one away, nearly picked off, falls incomplete.
It's a good decision to throw it away, but I'm sure the coaching staff will probably say next time, put it out on the approach out there, causeway approach.
Exactly.
So, but excellent pressure, as you said, man. That D line for Northshore, they've been impressive in this early on goings in the first quarter.
Calls for it. Give goes to Shepard straight ahead, and Shepard will be about 1 yard shy of the end zone.
Man, he's like he's shot out of a cannon. He's first gear to fifth gear, and it's instant.
1 yard line. That's McGee and Fugate combining for the stop.
Look like Rogie McGee on the tackle right there.
Oh, and there, North Shore jumps, so that'll get a half a yard for the Skippers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. You don't really want to give Shepard an inch.
No.
Nevertheless,
Yeah, I mean,
another 12,
a
15,
future
20.
A future SEC or ACC back offers from Vanderbilt, where his brother plays. Ole Miss with Coach Kiffin.
Yes.
Duke, who's been outstanding this year.
Lots of options.
Georgia Tech.
Yes. The Rambling Wreck.
Also an offer from Pittsburgh.
Third down.
The other Panthers, not the North Shore.
And this one direct to Shepard, and he reaches over, and it's a touchdown for the Skippers.
And then the crowd goes wild, and we have a nice crowd here, as you mentioned tonight.
Yeah, massive crowd here celebrating homecoming.
Nice drive right there by the Skippers, taking advantage of the miscue.
In for the TD.
Yeah, Pierce Melanson came up with that fumble. So that's what started all of this off.
That's it. And that's what good teams do. They punish you by you making mistakes.
The junior kicker Creighton Wilbanks with the extra point. And Mandeville is up 7-0, 9 minutes to go here in the first. Wilbanks to kick this one away following the Skipper score, and my goodness, he puts a charge into that one. That's going to be a touchback.
Yeah, that one was headed out to the causeway approach. So
Start this drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
So
that's a nice weapon to have.
It'll be first and 10 for the Panthers. And once again, still looking to put it all together. They've had one offensive snap so far in this one. And it was a fumble.
Yeah, that's definitely not the way you want to start. But I'll tell you what, I mean, Coach Sanders is an excellent coach. He's going to get the guys coached up. And they certainly have talent. It's just eliminate the miscues and allow that talent to rise to the top.
Calls for it. Looking to pass. Slings it out, and it's complete. And he's wrapped up and brought down. That on the reception there was Ramon Williams.
I'm not sure what the hanky is for. It was Emil Allen on the tackle right there, a junior safety. So well done by the Skipper D. I tell you, if you're Coach Jones, you gotta like the way that the team responded. So penalty right out of the gate, kind of killed the drive.
So an illegal man downfield for the Panthers.
taking a little while to sort this out.
They decline it. Mandeville declines it. Second down.
Against the Panthers. Penalty declined. It'll be second down.
So a gain of 1 there after all this is sorted out and that penalty is declined. Second and 9 for the Panthers. Motion across. Wabacher calls for it and hands it away to Williams, and he's pushed back. But it looked like Northshore might have gotten away with some early movement.
I think they did, but I tell you what, give credit to Mandeville. They read that beautiful Wyatt Hammond. I mean, he was immediately in the backfield, putting the first hit on that Northshore Panther.
So third down and 10. Mandeville holds discipline. Oh, nope, they don't. They got him.
I was going to say. So a good job by Northshore right there. They maintain discipline.
Right.
So well done by the Panthers.
A free 5 for the Panthers.
And a much-needed 3-5, right? Because that does change the dynamics quite a bit. Third and 5, a long 5 is not 3rd and 10.
Third down. Let's hear it, Skipper fans. It's homecoming.
Big play here. Mandeville Skipper crowd in it.
Oh, low snap. Wabacher picks it up as pressure comes. He steps up, gets away from one, and he's sacked in the backfield by number 95, Marcus Zenon.
Zenon was able to clean up what Pierce Melanson and Wyatt Hammond were able to, cause as they wreaked havoc in the backfield.
So Grant Simmons back to punt this one away. And
nice punt and a good.
He hauls it in. Michael White, but he'll be immediately slung down. So we'll see Mandeville on offense once again.
And North Shore's defense has been on the field already for quite a spell. So, again, their defensive line has been most impressive. But nonetheless, Mandeville's been able to move the ball, big plays here and there. And will it be more of the same? I guess we'll see.
Caden Jacob and company, and what an acquisition Jacob was, joining the team in the off season.
Yeah, that's nice.
He's been tremendous. Calls for it, looking to pass, rolling to his right, dumps it off, finds Shepard, and Shepard with room to run. He'll be slung down shy of the 45.
And well done right there. Looking downfield, maintaining your composure, and finding your playmaker in space. And of course, Shepard's going to find space. He just has a knack for it. It's almost instinctive. I mean, some guys just simply have that. You know, they have that innate ability, and he certainly does.
First and 10. Jacob calls for it. And a gain of 3.
And it's a gain of 3 when it really should have been a loss of 2. That Shepard dancing around, able to find a very small seam and dive forward.
Taken down by number 40.
So that'll make it 2nd and 7 for the Skippers.
2nd and 7.
And it was, that was good pressure by, the North Shore Panther D right there, but Shepard just stepped up in that moment.
Jacob looking to pass, slings this one as he takes a hit, and it's hauled in over on the sideline for a first down.
Wow.
Excellent catch there by Michael White.
And again, how impressive is it to see a young man sit back in the pocket, be willing to absorb what you know is going to be a powerful hit, and put it on the money.
Absolutely.
And an excellent route as well.
Number 58.
Just a tremendous effort by the senior quarterback. And we will step away for the heat and humidity break. Mandeville up 7-0 here in the first.
Your starting O-line this evening.
Coming out of the heat and humidity break, it's 1st and 10 for the Skippers. Jacob calls for it. Give goes to Shepard. And hard running from him. He was hit in the backfield and was still able to turn it into about a 2-yard gain.
Again, a nice spin move right there. As you said, he had a nice little cut to his left, and then a nice spin move to pick up a couple additional yards where there really wasn't any.
Check that. That is Colin Dwyer.
And Colin Dwyer made a beautiful cut and a nice spin move to pick up yardage where, again, there really wasn't any.
Sophomore running back.
North Shore's defense, again, they've been in the backfield.
Jacob looking to pass and takes it forward, and he might be about a yard shy. Yeah, about a yard shy of the first down.
And man, he's a load coming through there. So if you're a defensive back, you're looking to chop him down, because taking him down, with a full-fledged tackle up high, yeah, that's probably a bad idea. And yet another good decision by him to look around. Pressure showed up. He had an outlet up the middle and was able to take off.
Yeah, Jacob 6'2", 200 pounds. Calling for it here, and the give goes for a first down to Dwyer.
And again, nice hard running, but you only needed, 1 yard. So pick up 2, move the sticks, and keep on moving on if you're the Skippers. If you're the Panthers D right here, you're going to want to stiffen up and keep this game, within reach, so to speak.
Calls for it. Jacob looking to pass. Launches it downfield. Oh, in and out of the hands of McGowan.
And McGowan's sitting there thinking, man, I catch that 9 times out of 10. And I just dropped that one, and that was 6. But, I mean, he's a talent, So that's what a talented receiver is going to do. They're going to be hypercritical of themselves, and you see it right there. He knows it. Excellent throw, though. On the money.
Wouldn't be shocked if they go right back to him.
Why wouldn't they? You got to have confidence in him, and of course, again, like I said, he doesn't drop many.
Trips to the bottom. Jacob calls for it. Give goes to Dwyer with room to run. Excellent job. Hits the hole there. Makes it through.
Nice decisions by Dwyer. I mean,
excuse me, that is Isaiah Bayham.
That's Bayham?
So,
man.
Three running backs here.
And they're all impressive.
Yeah.
That's what I got to say. Because I tell you what, at the end, Bayham got hit by Jordan, I was going to say Fugate.
Fugate.
All right, there we go. And, yeah, I mean, we know how talented he is. And I'm going to tell you what, he laid a lick right there.
So now Jacob is on the sideline. We're going to have a chain measurement. Wow, I think this is the first one we've seen in the prep zone this year.
What do you think? What do we got?
Just short. Here's what I think, though. As much advancements in technology as we've had, why are we still using chains?
I can't answer that question, man.
Did you see the Ole Miss game last week?
I did not.
They had to go to the 3rd string set of chains because they kept messing up.
Did they really? Well, it's Ole Miss.
So, let's see. It looks like it'll be a direct snap to Shepard. Jacob's on the sideline. So give goes to Shepard straight ahead, and that's a first down.
Good hard running, and a nice block right there, right in front. Sometimes you don't appreciate that, but Bayham did a good job there.
First down for the Skippers.
Skippers continuing to move the ball.
Down to the 14-yard line. 1st and 10.
And just a wealth of talent in the Skippers backfield.
And now Jacob back in the game. But yeah, Mandeville really 3 deep with talent.
Yes, and interchangeable almost.
Thomas
And that's saying something, because we're talking about playing at a very high level.
And a flag comes out. They're going to get Mandeville with delay of game.
You don't see that often.
No, especially with the play clock right
Yeah.
in front of the
Yeah, it wasn't hidden.
offense.
Delay of game against the Skippers. That's a
Not many
five-yard penalty.
miscues outside of that, that first series for Mandeville, but a little hiccup there.
Calls for it. Give goes to Shepard, and he's blasted.
Oh my.
Brought down by Sean Collins.
Big Sean Collins, 6'2", 250, and he may have had a burger or two before the game, because I don't know if he's actually 250.
So that makes it a second and long.
Loss of a yard.
And again, we keep talking about North Shore's defense.
Second down.
They have been salty all year long. So the question or concern is have they been worn down as games have progressed?
Well, the answer is yes.
Yes.
With the offense being unable to complete drives, these guys are gassed out.
But because I tell you, they're impressive in that front, that front line.
Jacob looking to pass. Slings it out. It's complete. Out there to Nate Guidry.
And Fugate was in on that tackle as well.
That'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 now for the Skippers.
3rd and 10.
So the nice thing when you have so many seniors on your unit like North Shore does on their defensive side of the ball, they've been there and they were very successful last year, so they can actually draw on that.
5 wide set here on 3rd and 10. And a whistle here. And a timeout on the field. 1:46 to go here in the first. Mandeville up 7-0. 3rd and 10 coming out of the timeout. Mandeville sticking with the 5 wide set. Jacob calls for it, looking to pass. Slings this one out, and it is incomplete.
Jacob fires to the
So
end zone,
4th down.
incomplete.
Wilbanks has the skill and the leg to put this one through, and they will send out the field goal unit.
Well, as they should. I mean, we saw that distance is certainly not a problem. So
It'll be a
I tell you what,
24-yard
good job right there by North Shore.
by Wilbanks.
The ball was intended for Shepard right there, and I don't think that surprises anyone. He is such a talent. So
Get it to your playmaker.
that's it.
Snap is back, kick is up. And that actually, I don't think was good, but there was a jump.
Again, I wish they would have given an indication. so at least we would know.
Yeah. From our angle, it looked wide right.
It may have been so close they were like,
Yeah.
let's not
That's a
call this.
5-yard
Right.
penalty. It'll be
Let's just
4th
keep
and
our
5.
arms by our sides and pretend that never happened.
So that makes it 4th and 5 for the Skippers.
Wilbanks stays on. That'll reduce it down to a 19-yard attempt.
What do you think, the Colt David toss?
Well, that would certainly surprise me, but
The snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. 1:33 to go here in the first. Mandeville up 10-0.
Good either way.
Wilbanks kicks this one away, puts a charge into it, and once again, par for the course. That is a touchback.
It's another
absolutely,
touchback.
just look, he's like money. It's over and it's repetitive. It's exactly what, Coach Jones wants to see over and over again. Put your defense out there, and you're looking at a long field to drive. No surprises. Hey, that was as weird as it sounds, because you gave up points, or they gave up points. But North Shore's defense right there, that was a win. Because at 10-0 right now, if North Shore's offense can come out, sustain a drive, and find pay dirt, it's on again.
Absolutely.
So, and at this point, the game's kind of been a little one-sided, so that's what the Panthers need.
They need to sustain the drive. Handoff goes, and hey, that's a good run. Good blocking up front. And
Handoff. Right side.
let's see a first down for Northshore.
Bryce Cherry right
Yep.
there, 5'7", 145, another senior. Again, a lot of seniors on North Shore's roster, and they know what it's like to win. Very, very successful season last year.
That was a 10-yard gain. A first
Confusion with the
down
chain
for the Panthers
crew on the far side.
at the 30-yard
It's
line.
it's first down. There we go.
We're not going to see our third set tonight, are we?
Oh no, this wasn't a chain malfunction. Calls for it. Looking to pass, slings this one out. Uh-oh! Tip
And it's
drill, and it's picked off by the Skippers. The interception by number 9, Tasman Showers.
Wow. And it's going to set the Skippers up in great field position.
T is for turnover. Skipper.
So that's kind of the opposite of what we were just talking about.
Yeah, that's definitely not what Coach Sanders was looking for the squad to do right there. But, hey, look, defense is back on the field, and it's time for the Panthers to step up once again. Again, if we talk about a field goal, only giving up a field goal with starting field position at the 33, and it's pretty much what it would be. It would still be a two-score game. So
Toss out to Shepard, right side. Looking to bring it back inside. Makes the third guy, gets away from the fourth. Takes the fifth guy to bring him down.
do you feel like you're playing a video game when you're watching
For real.
the run? I mean, just spin move, cut, and he was so patient right out of the gate. He didn't panic. He looked. He waited to see where, you know, there was a possibility for him to advance the ball. Where's the hole going to appear? Just brilliant run right there.
2nd and 5 for the Skippers.
Good discipline right there along the defensive front for the Panthers.
Jacob calls for it, looking to pass, looking left side, slings it out, and it's complete. Out to McGowan.
Jacob, quick pass
And a
to
nice job of
McGowan.
McGowan, just
Complete.
basically sitting, you know,
Tackled
makes a
by
little 5-yard
Jackson
run,
Keegan.
you know, route, sits, turns, ball's delivered. Well done by the Skippers.
That's the end of the first quarter with Mandeville leading 10-0, first down when we come back.
Who could not be here this evening in attendance?
Top of the second, it's a toss out to Shepard. And he gets brought down in the backfield by Brody Dukes.
Dukes is one of the few juniors, but I tell you what, he stepped up and made a play like he was a senior right there. Excellent read, nice patient on that. Able to make that ankle tackle.
5-yard loss on the play.
So that'll make it 2nd and 15 for the Skippers. Good job by the North Shore defense there.
Absolutely. We mentioned bend don't break, and that's the mode they're in right now, considering that Mandeville had such good field position to start.
Snap is back. Jacob looking to pass. Pump fake. Rolls to his left. Has room out there. He'll take off and get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Good job by the Skippers' offensive line to provide a nice wall of protection. Eventually, Jacob decided to, you know, work his way out to the left and pick up 5 because wasn't anything downfield. Good coverage on the back end by the North Shore defensive secondary. But nonetheless, as you said, sets up, is it a 3rd and 10 you said?
3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
So it'll be trips to the right for the Skippers. Empty set.
Wow. Last time this went to Shepard, so I wonder if it'll be more of the same.
Jacob looking to pass. Pressure coming. And he's able to get away from it. Takes off, looking for the sideline. He'll stretch out to get the first down.
It's going to be a first. I tell you what, that's impressive. He he was still wanting to find a receiver downfield. Nothing there. The pressure came, tucked the ball, made a good decision, and then at the last second to reach across the line.
Yes.
You know,
good job protecting himself too.
Oh, absolutely.
Going to that sideline and going out, stretching out.
Smart play on multiple levels.
Yeah, I mean, really most impressive was him keeping his eyes downfield the entire time.
He's a nice pickup.
1st and 10 at the 11.
Calls for it. That's the direct snap to Shepard, and a modest gain there.
Well done by that Northshore D. Again, this time it's Jackson Fugate. So, not as opposed to Jordan. We mentioned Jordan earlier. This is Jackson. Both seniors and, both excellent ball players.
So play coming in from the sideline here on 2nd and 9. Calls for it. Give goes to Shepard straight ahead. Looking to bounce it outside, and he's upended, brought down there by Kyle Williams, the Marshall commit.
And he showed why he's getting interest, from a very good program at Marshall up in West Virginia. So, beautiful part of the country.
Beautiful campus.
Absolutely.
3rd down for the Skippers. Can this Northshore defense hold them again?
Big question, because this is a big play. And
they're going to say Mandeville moved. Mandeville saying Northshore moved. A lot of pointing down on the field. It was Mandeville.
Yeah, it's one of those you react once you see the movement, but the officials were on top of it and saw the initial movement, if you will. And, of course, the subsequent pointing at each other was totally irrelevant because the guys picking up the hankies were the ones making the call.
So 3rd and 11 now for the Skippers.
Now the question is all of that extra space actually make it a little bit more difficult with the secondary, because you got Shepard that will go out, and there's it.
Ooh, incomplete. Intended for White.
A little bit high, but that's one of those where White will probably want that one back again.
Incomplete.
I can only say this so many times, but Caden Jacob with another nice throw.
Absolutely. And now we'll see Wilbanks and company come out for the field goal attempt. So the North Shore defense,
as we mentioned, bend but don't break, and they're keeping the Panthers, in this game. Because again, if it's 13-0, you're one score away from a one-score game.
From 22 yards out.
So Wilbanks will kick out of the Harriman hold.
29.
Snap is back, kick is up, and it is
and it's good.
Good. 9:30 to go here in the first half. Mandeville leads 13-0.
Panthers 0.
Wilbanks to kick this one away. And once again, no return.
Surprise. I mean, it's got to be so reassuring if you Coach Jones to just go, all right, we're not worried about making a tackle on special teams.
And the other team is going to start from their own territory.
I mean, at this point, special teams practice can be solely centered on punting and trick
field goal unit.
Yes, trick.
Yeah.
So maybe down the road we will see the fake field goal, since they probably have extra time to work on stuff.
Absolutely. Like So Wabacher and the North Shore offense back out looking to get on the scoreboard, trailing 13-0 here in the second quarter. Wabacher handles the high snap, handoff coming near side, and he'll be wrestled down by Hofstadt.
And a good job of hats flowing to the ball right there by the Skippers defense.
Those 2nd and 9 for the Panthers.
So I'll tell you who I'm looking to see for the North Shore Panthers on the offensive side of the ball is T.J. Coleman.
2nd and 9.
He has the ability to make a big play. senior wide receiver, 5'9", 165, and talented.
Handoff once again. And no gain.
Once again, hats to the ball. Mandeville doing an excellent job on the defensive side.
Goes down in the back.
Bryce Cherry on the carry there.
Chance Grant.
So it'll be
And
third and 8.
Combined for the tackle for the Skippers. That'll force a
Here, 8:27 to go.
3rd and 8.
A little confusion on the North Shore side of the ball.
Nearly catching Mandeville out,
Almost.
and there it is.
Yep.
The official threw his flag and then caught it.
Check that timeout.
Oh, they say a timeout called by Mandeville. So that's, I guess that explains why he caught it. 8:14 to go here before the half. Mandeville up 13-0. Timeout on the field. All right, coming out of the timeout, 3rd and 8 for the Panthers.
Third down.
Big play right here for the Panthers offense this time. They mentioned a number of big plays for their defense.
Looking to pass now is Wabacher. Slings this one right side and incomplete. And TJ Coleman was looking for a flag there.
Yeah, he was. And, you know, I tell you what, I'm surprised there wasn't one, to be honest with you.
We've got a flag.
Oh, there is one.
I don't. Oh, it's back here.
Man.
So
Well,
that's not.
that's
it's not the flag we were
it's
talking about. It's
certainly
something
not
else.
what I thought.
Yeah. It's a hold.
That should be declined.
Yeah. And punt return team comes out.
Well done by Mandeville's defense.
Michael White back to return
Holding offense. That
as
penalty
Simmons
is
and company
declined.
come out to punt it away.
You know, we talk about that being a big play for the
That'll force a
Panthers,
fourth
offensive
down
side of the ball.
For the Panthers.
Big play made in that moment by the Mandeville Skippers defense because it puts that offense, their offense, back on the field with an opportunity to, you know, put the game in a 3-score range. It makes it that much more challenging.
A whistle and some discussion here.
All right. I'm not sure.
All right, so
Back
good to go.
For the Panthers, number 9,
Let's do it.
Grant Simmons.
It's a deep snap. That's a unique skill set.
Snap
Nice
is
job.
back. Simmons punts it away. White hauls it in, looking to make a move. Sends a stiff arm, but he locked hold to him and brought him down. That was number 10, Jaden Scott.
Yep, good job by that young man. And I tell you, tough spot for him to be in as well because that was a line drive. And you really don't want to see that if you're trying to defend in that moment, because that means you're looking at someone that you're trying to tackle who has some space in front of them to make decisions. So well done by number 10, Jaden Scott right there.
Mandeville Skipper Band would like to
Yet
thank
another
their
senior
sponsors,
for the Panthers. So
Coca-Cola,
they are senior laden.
Creole Cuisine, Sunbelt Reynolds, Crown Care
First
Wash
and 10
Air
for the
Change,
Skippers from the
Times
40.
Grill, and Nielsen and Trace LLC.
Calls for it. This one's slung out, complete out to White. White, wow, excellent second effort there. It looked
Yes.
like they had him behind the line. He was able to break free, and that is about a yard shy of a first down.
And that's the old yards after catch, a little yak time. So well done, excellent effort right there. Because again, North Shore had guys. They had guys right there.
So, oh, they say it's a first down.
Well, there we go.
Once again, that's a first down. First and 10.
And
at the
initially it was
48-yard
marked
line.
short on the down box. But all right, first down for the Skippers. Calls for it. Give goes to Shepard. and that will be a gain of 3 on the carry.
Look, Shepard went through there, and in the last second, I think he was thinking about if I can hurdle this guy, he can find me some space, but that wasn't happening. On the good side, it's a nice pickup considering, he's had some moments tonight where he's been hit in the backfield. He didn't get hit until 3 yards downfield this time.
Calls for it, fakes the give to Shepard, zips it down, and is complete to White for a first down to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Michael White right there. If you recall, he had the opportunity to go get the ball in the end zone earlier, and we've talked about it. Some talented guys on the field. They don't like dropping the ball. They want to go get it. They want to make the play, and in that moment right there, he stepped up and redeemed himself.
Calls for it. Jacob tosses it to Shepard. He hauls it in. The toss was a little behind him, and a flag is down. Shepard will be wrestled down.
Well, I think we're seeing the one thing that Jacob doesn't do exceptionally well, and that's the pitch.
That's it, though.
But he's been magnificent outside of that. But that's twice where Nate Shepard's had to reach back to grab the ball behind him. And if you're on the sideline, you're Coach Jones, you know that he's just an amazing talent. But in the same instance, in those moments, you got to be like, man, I wish he would lead him just a little bit more.
Especially with the defender right there on that last toss.
Yes.
So it'll be 1st and 14 after the penalty.
And again, we just keep talking about North Shore's defense being under the gun.
5 wide set.
Nice
this one
call.
dumped off to McGowan. And
well read, though.
He'll be brought down by Milosevic.
Well done by North Shore's defense. It's actually a good play call, and it was executed fairly well. It's just that it was also defended very well.
Yeah, loss of 1 on the play.
I know that sounds weird to say it was executed very well, but it was. It just you weren't able to advance and get some yardage out of it because it was so well defended.
Heat and humidity break here. 5:59 to go here in the first half. Mandeville up 13-0. Second down coming out of the heat and humidity break. 2nd and 14. 5 wide set once again for the Skippers. Jacob calls for it and a whistle. False start on Mandeville. So now it's going to be 2nd and 19.
Yeah, and how can I say this? At this point, Mandeville's got to be concerned about, are they even in field goal range if things don't go well? So, because again, a field goal would actually put you 3 scores up as well. So,
from this range, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So these mistakes can be costly if Mandeville's not able to pick up some of those yards back.
Yeah, I don't know what Wilbanks' top range is, but it'd be past 50. Jacob rolling to his right, and he'll throw this one away.
So well done again by North Shore's defense. We've talked about how they've been able to get into the backfield. And one more time, they step up.
So it looks like offense is staying out there.
So the down marker says 3rd down, so it's going to be 3rd and.
Oh, so I guess it was okay. It wasn't changed.
3rd and 21 for the Skippers.
Well, let's see what happens here.
Calls for it. Jacob slings this one, and it's incomplete. So now 4th down.
So the big question is, does Coach Jones send out the special team?
It looks like they're sending out.
4th down.
Well, I don't see. There he is. Okay, they're sending out Wilbanks.
Well, then we certainly know that distance won't be an issue.
This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt.
On the nose. On the nose, 50 yards. And again, based on his kickoffs,
Back out.
that the distance is not a problem.
True. Snap is back from 50. Kicks this one away. And it's good! Creighton Wilbanks with the 50-yard field goal on homecoming.
Man, that's
Mandeville is
big
up.
time.
Mandeville's up 16-0, 5:36 to go here in the first half. And Wilbanks kicks this one away, and that one won't be a touchback. It'll be returned by the Panthers.
Nice return.
Yeah, room to run here. And he'll be brought down at the 39-yard line on the return. That's Jaden Scott.
And I tell you, Jaden Scott did a very good job right there of moving the ball from his right hand to his left hand to make sure that he was protecting it, because that's where the tackle was going to come from the opposite side. And excellent return for the Panthers. Really good field position. So, and I mentioned earlier, it could be a 3-score game. Well, it could be a 2-score game with 2 two-point conversions.
Exactly.
So, Northshore again, still 1 score away from a 1-score game. Well, technically a score and a 2-point conversion.
But for any of that to matter, they need to complete a drive and get into the end zone.
Absolutely. And again, I keep waiting for number 1, TJ Coleman to. No.
Well, and there's a great run from Cherry.
That was nice.
Pitch to Cherry. He finds the corner.
Cherry has good field vision and a nice little cut, and he's got good speed as well. Up.
And a flag.
And there's a hold.
We've got another flag.
So if you're Coach Sanders, you're probably looking at this saying, man, let's not have any self-inflicted situations to where we're, not allowing ourselves to make some positive yards.
So, yeah, I mean, you're looking at a 1st and 20.
And given the circumstances this evening, that's I don't want to say it's insurmountable, but it's certainly a challenge.
Weibacher calls for it. It's a toss out to Cherry, and he's brought down inbounds by Hofstadt.
And again, Cherry, good hard running, but short side of the field, wasn't a lot of space. And he's able to churn a few yards out of that. And it's going to make Northshore try to convert a 2nd and 16?
Second down.
Yes. Oh, and 2nd and 11.
So good job right there by Weibacher. He's done that a few times in nine, just
Offside. Defense.
Able to chirp a little bit right there, get that inflection in his voice, and get his cadence off and draw the defenders.
4:37 to go here in the first half. 2nd and 11 here for the Panther offense. Weibacher calls for it. Give goes to Cherry, going right side. Now turns it up. Room to run. He'll be a yard shy of the first down.
And I tell you what, he wasn't down initially. He actually rolled over the top of the defender, which allowed him to get the first down. And a flag.
Oh, a flag is down. My goodness.
We've got another flag.
So that'll back him up.
Holding.
Another hold.
Wow. And that's a lesson in frustration if you're, on the Panther sideline, because that was a nice pitch and a nice run, and it's for naught.
So second and 17.
Well, I think it was 2nd and 16, and I said it wasn't insurmountable. So the ability has been shown to do that. Of course, it was with a gift of 5 yards, interspersed in there.
Weibacher handles the high snap, gives it off to Cherry going far side, and he'll be brought down after about a 2-yard gain for the Panthers.
So nice job right there by Weibacher, because that snap came in hot and high. So he was able to reach up, grab it, and still get the ball to Cherry.
It's 3rd and 14 now. And a fired up Mandeville crowd here on homecoming.
And a large crowd at that. This is the largest crowd I remember seeing at Mandeville in quite some time. A lot of excitement.
Calls for it. Slings it out, looking. And there's the flag. He was looking for TJ Coleman.
And that's a key North Shore playmaker for North Shore, so it's not a surprise to see the Hankies come out in that case. And quite honestly, I thought there should have been one called when he was on a route earlier. But we'll see. I guess I'm assuming in this case that it's going to be pass interference. But I assume last time he was wrong.
Maybe a hold. So that is the first down.
And as I noted, not insurmountable, but it was with a gift. Last time it was a 5-yard gift that allowed North Shore to momentarily make a first down. This time, though, the 15-yard variety, so we're looking at a first down for the Panthers. And on Mandeville's side of midfield.
Weibacher calls for it. And about a 4-yard gain there on the carry from Cherry.
Cherry's been able to find a little bit of space on that right-hand side. So North Shore's O-line doing a solid job on that side of the ball, the right side of their line. Of course, that's when there's not a hold in play, but in that instance it wasn't. Positive yardage for the Panthers.
2nd and 7. Calling for it. Give goes to Cherry. Hard running there.
Indeed.
A gain of probably another 4.
So this is a nice little drive that North Shore is slowly putting together. So
they have 2:09 on the clock here before the half.
And I tell you, if the plays don't string together a little better, they may run out of time, because they've had quite a few plays in this drive already.
They still have 2 timeouts.
That helps. That helps. And Coach Sanders knows how to use them. He's an excellent coach on the sideline.
Absolutely. Coached quite a few guys playing on Sundays now.
Indeed he has.
Reaching out there, a gain of 1. So that'll make it a 4th and 3.
Yeah.
Most notably, he coached Mr. Burrow's favorite target.
at multiple levels.
You're right.
Big play right here. And it looks like it might have been a wow.
Nope.
Wow.
There was a lot of pointing there, but
yeah, that one.
So 1:01, play clock down to 5.
And I think this is going to be one of those timeouts.
Timeout taken. 54 seconds to go here in the half. Mandeville up 16-0.
Let's go.
All right, 4th down. A huge 4th down for the Panthers.
Absolutely. Home crowd making their voice known.
Weibacher calls for it. Looks and passes it. It's complete. Caught there by Jaden Scott.
I'll tell you what, Jaden Scott's had a heck of a game tonight. He really has.
And we've said his name quite a bit, especially here in the second quarter.
And it's always been a big play or a smart play, and right there, huge play.
So fresh set of downs here for North Shore. Still one timeout remaining, but the clock ticking down to 36 seconds. Cherry in motion. Wabacher looking to pass his pressure, bears down immediately. It's slung out to Cherry with room to run, and he will get out of bounds.
And he gets out of bounds.
On the move, dumps it off to Cherry.
So that's,
Did he get across the
He's got 9
sticks, though?
on the catch and run.
it doesn't
looks like he's short.
Doesn't look like it.
Knocking him out of bounds.
It'll be
Just
second
short of the
and
20-yard
inches.
line. 24 seconds remaining.
There you go. 24 seconds remaining, one timeout remaining for the Panthers.
And if you're Coach Sanders, you want to save that timeout. You know, you want to obviously pick up the first, use that to stop the clock momentarily, get everything reset. I mean, if he has his way, I'm sure Coach Sanders would tell you he'd rather score and keep his timeout.
Wabacher looking to pass here on 2nd and 1. And he will have a first down. And let's see where did he go out of bounds?
Well, I think they'll stop the clock to move
Yeah,
the
with
chains.
the chains. But 16 seconds
Chased
on the
down
clock.
behind by Wyatt Hammett,
They need to.
but not before he has
They
the
may
first
take that
down.
timeout.
Or spike the ball
Or
here.
spike.
Taken down at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10, 16 seconds left.
Play
in the
coming in
half.
from the side, so he must have gone out. The chains are set.
Well, that gives North Shore a quick breather, gives them the opportunity to survey Mandeville's D.
Wabacher calls for it, slings it out, and it's complete.
And now you might see a timeout.
Throws complete.
Yeah, there it
Comes
is.
to stop.
Timeout taken, 9 seconds to go here in the half. Mandeville up 16-0.
Well,
Okay, so 2nd down, 9 seconds to go here before the half.
huge play.
Ball is at the 8-yard line. Wabacher calls for it, looking to pass, pressure, bearing down, launches this one, and that could, he launches it out of bounds. Is that going to be grounding?
Pressure. Wyatt Hammett.
It is. That would be a big penalty because it may take them out
It
of field goal
wasn't,
range.
it wasn't grounding.
Huh?
So I guess he was enough out of the pocket
So I
that it wasn't
suppose so,
called.
yeah.
So a field goal unit is
Comes the
on.
field goal team.
3 seconds to go here before the half.
Trying to get on the
Tanrahan.
board here before halftime. Ethan
A
Hanrahan.
big play. And clean snap, clean kick. This would be big for the Panthers.
Good snap. Kick is up, and it is good.
50-yard attempt.
So North Shore is on the board, and we head to the half. Mandeville leading 16-3.
Clippers lead 16.
Wilbanks to kick this one off to get the second half underway. And that one goes into the end zone for a touchback. So
It's shocking.
huge drive there for North Shore, getting some points on the board there before half. That's, got to be at least, it's not a touchdown, but it's got to be decent for morale.
Oh, and it's a little mojo, a little momentum. Obviously, Coach Sanders knew that they were getting the ball to start the second half, which I would imagine factored into his decision to kick a field goal as opposed to, go all in and try to score TD right there. So, hey, look, 16-3, you come out, you get another little drive going, and, like I said, the game tightens up at that point.
Wabacher and company. Wabacher calling for it, looking to pass, slings it out right side. It's complete out to Coleman, looking to bring it upfield, and it'll be good for about a 5-yard gain.
And again, Coleman has to be involved in the offense if North Shore is going to climb back into this game. He is a talented player.
Second down.
So the more times the ball is in his hands, the better this offense is going to be. And I think that kind of illustrates that, looking for him right out of the gate and start the second half.
Yeah, 2nd and 6 here for the Panthers. High snap, but he handles it, goes to Cherry. Gets away from the first defender, second one brings him down after about a 3-yard gain.
Nice little jump cut in the hole right there by Cherry to avoid that tackle. And I tell you what, another nice gain, picked up at least 2-3 yards after that jump cut.
Yeah, 3rd and 2 for the Panthers. And so far, this drive has been pretty good.
So we'll see if Northshore can find a first down here. Big play, both sides of the ball.
Calls for it, give goes, and gets blown up there. Cherry on the carry and brought down by Jack Roberts.
Yeah, Jack Roberts, senior linebacker right there. And, man, he was able to shoot the gap and wrap Cherry up. And, like I said, big play, because that's a big play for Mandeville's defense. Puts their offense back on the field. Well, we say that.
And here's a flag.
Freebie.
There wasn't a...
So it looks like Mandeville may have moved there, and if that's the case, that's going to move the chains.
Yeah, that'll be a first set of downs. Yep. So there you go. The drive keeps going.
So I'm not going to say Coach Sanders had that plan, but obviously that play has been worked on for a while. You know, a lot of movement and drew the skippers off sides. And, hey, first down for the North Shore Panthers, and the drive continues.
Wabacher calling for it. And he gets away from the first would-be tackler,
And he
launches
gets it
it off. And that will be a first down from Cherry as he's pushed out of bounds.
Wow. Man, you got to give credit right there to Wabacher, because, I mean, he was hemmed in not once, not twice, but probably 3 or 4 times. Had the wherewithal in the last second to, you know, basically pitch the ball, it seemed like, more than a pass. We've given credit, you know, for Jacob keeping his eyes downfield. But, man, that's some impressive, how can I say this, tenacity by that young man.
Absolutely.
He was definitely being harassed.
Wabacher calling for it. Give goes. And a spin move there and a gain of 4 on the carry. That was Hofstadt once again on the tackle. We've said his name quite a few times.
Yeah, I tell you, he's cleaned up a lot of tackles. But, you know, again, a nice move by Cherry right there, a little spin move. I mean, he paid for it on the end because Hofstadt delivered a free massage. But a nice job by Cherry.
2nd and 6. Wabacher dumps this one off, has a man wide open. That's a first down. Still racing downfield, down to the 30-yard line. And that's number 80, Cooper Tarifa.
Tarifa, big senior tight end, 6'2", 207, and he looked all of 6'2" and change right there on that reception. Well done by him, a nice route, settled in a little dead zone, and picked up a key first down.
Racing forward, and that might be short. That'll bring up 2nd and 1.
Nice patience right there by Cherry. He could have kicked it in at high gear at any point in time, but he may have run into a tackle. So instead, he was patient, allowed the hole to develop, waited for his blocks to finish out, and picked up 9. Short 2nd and 1 now.
Play coming in from the sideline.
This has been a nice drive by the Panthers. Again, they were gifted you know, an extra opportunity here, but they've made the most of it.
Wabacher calls for it. Tossed out to Cherry. Cuts it up. That's a first down for the Panthers, and this drive continues.
And I tell you, you had some defenders in positions that potentially could have made that tackle, but again, a nice little cut by Cherry, and he's able to pick up the first.
And we're going to step away for the injury timeout. All right, after the injury timeout, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Wabacher with the pitch out to Cherry. Spin move, and that will be an 8-yard pickup on the run from Bryce Cherry.
And the pressure was definitely there. I mean, it had flowing to the ball, but another nice spin move. And it takes what should have been no gain and turns it into a second and short. And look, he doesn't hesitate to hit that spin move or a nice little jump cut in the hole to create some space and pick up some extra yardage. So Bryce Cherry, senior running back, 5'7", 145. He's been impressive.
Snap is back. Give goes to Cherry again, straight ahead. Excellent hard running. That's a first down for the Panthers.
And I tell you, you've got to be impressed with this drive right now. It could have died at one point in time, but again, they were gifted a second opportunity, and the Panthers have made the most out of it.
Absolutely. First and goal.
Time for Mandeville's defense to stiffen up.
Wabacher calls for it. Give goes to Cherry, and he's moving a pile. And brought down at, is it the 1?
It's going to be a little further out. Looks like it's going to be closer to the 2 if I'm looking at it correctly.
And we're going to step away for the heat and humidity break. Mandeville up 16-3 here in the third. All right, Wabacher up to the line. He'll go under center, and he will rush forward following that big old offensive line, and it's a touchdown for the Northshore Panthers.
Man, that big offensive line just imposed their will in that moment. Wabacher just tucked in and just followed the road graders. Nice drive by Northshore.
Amazing drive there.
Yes, very much
drive
so.
of the night.
And, you know, we talked about if they could put it together and get a little momentum, there's talent on the roster.
Hanrahan for the point after. Kick is up. And it's good. 5:56 to go here in the third. And Mandeville is up 16-10. Hanrahan with the low kickoff. And bounce there, and near hit there. Mandeville taking it up the far sideline. But Northshore had a player streaking down the sideline, nearly making the tackle, but he was going almost too fast for his own good.
Yeah, he couldn't wrap up because no sooner than he got his arms out, he was past the play. But good hustle on his part for sure. But a nice play. Sets Mandeville up with good field position. They're going to start at their own 38. Big drive here for the Skippers to see if they can bounce back.
Jacob calls for it. Give goes to Shepard up the middle. Room to run. Shepard now gets away from another in space. Racing down 40, 30, 20, 10. Cuts back inside. Touchdown. Nate Shepard.
How about that for a response? He is next level. I mean, he's just next level. So I mentioned earlier, it's like you're playing a video game when you're watching him run, and right there it's amazing. However, there's some dirty laundry.
There's a flag down. So let's see what this one is. So after the long run, this one's going to come back with the dreaded yellow hanky.
Yeah, it doesn't take away from the fact that Shepard was most impressive on that play, but again, you know, only the film will let you know if there was a hold or something that actually caused an issue.
And another flag comes down. I think this is going to be a sideline warning.
Possibly. Wow, I can understand the frustration right there because you see, you know, your primetime athlete, well, personal foul.
Personal foul.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Oh, man. So there was a touchdown that is now resulting in Mandeville having the ball
Looks like the Skippers are gonna
at
be
their
getting
own
multiple fouls.
27.
Yes, that is quite the turn of events is the best way to say that. I mean, we're sitting here talking about how amazing the Shepard run was, and then now it's second in a cab ride. Or, excuse me, first in a cab
First
ride.
in a cab ride. So still 16-10.
First at about 21.
There's a long delay
for the
here.
Skippers.
Still conversing. I guess the good news is this big crowd, they can go get some concessions and come back because it seems like they're going to have time to stand in line.
First and 21 for the Skippers after the penalties are marked off. Calls for it. Slings this one is Jacob, and it is picked off.
Wow.
Picked off by the Marshall commit, Kyle Williams.
Man, and you know what's crazy is number 2 for Mandeville, Nate Guidry, was wide open running up the sideline for Northshore, and
First and 10.
if I had to guess, I would say that it was a blown coverage, and the person that missed that coverage may have been the one to make the pick. Right place, right time. Nonetheless, a great play. So it may have been someone else who blew the coverage, and he covered for them. So
First down for the Panthers.
huge
And
momentum switch,
This could be a drive where they take the lead.
which would really be tough to stomach if you're Mandeville, just simply because you feel like, you know, this game should be a 2-score game again, based on the effort put forward by Nate Shepard. So time will tell, but I do know this: Mandeville's defense, key moments, they don't need to be assisting Northshore if they're looking to win this game.
Weibacher handles the high snap, now rolling to his right. A flag comes down in the area of holding. That was a complete pass over there on the far side to Scott, but this is likely coming back.
It's in that area,
23-yard line.
and there it is.
Holding offense.
So I mentioned Mandeville not assisting Northshore in terms of keeping drives alive. In that instance right there, Northshore really puts themselves in a hole because, as we've seen, they've been reliant on the run tonight. And, you know, when you're looking at first and, well, nearly 20, that's going to be problematic potentially.
Motion from Tarifa. Weibacher calls for it. Give goes to Cherry. And he'll be brought down after about a 4-yard gain.
Right side.
The snaps have been high all game.
And they're coming with pace. I keep waiting for one to kind of escape, if you will, just simply because, I mean, look, it's a beautiful pass, if you will, if you're looking to someone, you know, find someone on a crossing route. But your quarterback, he's right there. To be fair, well, it's been handled by Weibacher all night long, and it hasn't been an issue. But I could see if the ball, if you ever get in a game where it's wet, that could be problematic. Because, man, it's coming with some pace, isn't it?
Absolutely. Second down. Weibacher with the toss.
Another
Spin move there, and about a 6-yard gain there.
Pitch to Cherry.
Excellent work by Cherry. I mean, he's been the workhorse tonight for North Shore. And I mean, I don't know how many times he's going to hit a spin move, but they've been impressive.
You know, talking about the snaps early in the game, you remember the first drive, they were missing low.
Yes. And evidently that's been corrected.
I'd rather miss low than high.
Yes.
Hold on, Skipper fans.
And here's a flag.
And we, like I mentioned earlier, you know, you can't assist on a drive if you're the Mandeville Skipper defense, and that's unfortunately for Coach Jones, that's been kind of the theme this evening as of late. Obviously, they played very well early, recovering a fumble no less. And we mentioned, you know, snapping in low. So big play right there. That was able to, the Mandeville defense was able to step up. 3rd and short.
And a bunch formation here. If you see it about the middle of your screen there. Weibacher calls for it. Give goes to Cherry, and he is brought down at the line.
Not there.
So that'll make it 4th down.
So this sets up a big play right here. Do you, if you're Coach Sanders, do you leave your offense on the field and trust in your defense?
And we have a timeout on the field. So 3:19 to go here in the 3rd. Mandeville up 16-10.
Injury timeout.
4th down. The punting unit is out there for North Shore. Simmons to punt it away. Good snap. Good punt. Fair catch called by the Skippers.
The punt from Simmons.
So 3:04 to go here in the 3rd.
At the 30-yard
Nice
line.
job by Michael White right there. I mean, he had 2 guys waiting for him to, you know, drop the ball, but sure-handed.
3:04 remaining
So
in the 3rd quarter.
another drive here for Mandeville, looking to extend this lead, because right now, way too close for comfort.
Well, and, you know, if you're North Shore, you're looking at this going, hey, we needed an extended drive to give our defense a breather. They got that. So now the question is, can they stop the big play from Nate Shepard and company? And I guess we'll see.
Give goes to Shepard, and he is, well, he was bottled up in the backfield, but because he's Nate Shepard, he gets back
And look,
and makes about a yard gain.
That's at least the 3rd, maybe 4th time where Shepard's been hitting the backfield and gotten positive yards. So
2nd and 9 for the Skippers.
You know, the primetime players, they show up when you need them to. So let's see again if Shepard can do something right here.
Fakes to give to Shepard, and
Ooh.
Jacob is hit from behind, brought down by Jamire Bolden.
Wow, Bolden did not bite on that at all. And it was see ball, get ball mode. And that was impressive.
2-yard loss.
So that'll make it 3rd and 11 for the Skippers. 2:05 on the clock here in the 3rd.
And this trust in the defense is why Coach Sanders punted.
Oh, pressure coming. It's a screen up to Shepard, and he will be brought down, and that's a 1st down for the Skippers.
Yards after catch, because again, he was short when he was hit initially. 3 yards later, it's a 1st down. And I tell you what, excellent play design right there. And talk about the timely call by Coach Jones. 1st down, Skippers. Excellent work.
Yeah, drive continues.
And a key 1st down pickup, because if you're Coach Jones, you don't want to put your defense back out again. You know, get a good little drive and see if you can find pay dirt.
Calls for it. Fakes to give to Shepard. And another screen, and that one's blown up immediately as it's complete to Cooper Todd.
Yeah, that's Jackson Fugate.
Fugate.
Man, I keep wanting to make him Italian. Why am I doing that?
My first game that I ever called was a Slidell volleyball game, and they had a girl on the team named Mackenzie Fugate, but I called her Fugati the entire game, and so now I know Fugate.
Well,
it's drilled in my head.
All There's North Shore aiding Mandeville, it would seem, in extending this drive. Both quarterbacks have been quite savvy with their ability to draw defenders off sides.
Absolutely.
Offside.
So 2nd and 6.
5-yard penalty.
7.
Second down.
For the Skippers. 52 seconds on the clock here in the third. Calls for it. Jacob slings it out. It's complete. That's a first down for the Skippers and some as McGowan hauls it in.
It was a nice look by Jacob right there. And look, perfectly placed pass. Easy for me to say. A little alliteration.
That's Hall.
We wait on the chain crew to set this one.
1st and 10 at the 44.
Fakes to give to Shepard. Jacob taking it around the far side, and he'll pick up 9 on the carry.
You know, he's such a good-sized player that it doesn't look like he's eating that much yardage, but he actually is. He's got those long, loping strides, and next thing you know, it's 6 yards behind him.
So second and 2 here for the Skippers. 8 seconds on the clock. Jacob calls for it. Give goes to Shepard. And
Shepard up the middle.
he's dropped in the backfield by Simmons. And that will end the third quarter. Mandeville up 16-10. Third down when we come back. Top of the fourth. Here on this homecoming night at Sid Terrio Stadium. Calling for it is Shepard, and the give goes straight ahead to Colin Dwyer.
That was a direct snap to Shepard.
Check that. That's Isaiah Bayham.
I was going to say, he's the freshman, isn't he?
No, Bayham's a junior.
Okay, so I'm
Dwyer's a sophomore.
Dwyer, okay.
Is it?
4th and 2
See, okay.
for the Skippers.
Is that a 5 or a 9 on that jersey? That is a very.
I think that's a 5.
Okay, so then that is Isaiah Bayham.
Again, a wealth of talent in the backfield for the Skippers.
Calls for it. Here's Shepard on the keeper, and that is a first down.
Wildcat
Man, big
against
call
Shepard.
right there by Coach Jones.
He's close.
They spot them.
This is going to be close, it seems.
Looks like
No,
they're
moving the chains. Or are they
going to bring him out to measure it. They're moving it. That's a first down.
First down.
It's a first down. Skippers
So
take
Jacob
the
back
chains.
out.
Huge play right there.
First
Give
and
Coach
10
Jones credit. I tell you what, 4th
at the
down.
34-yard line.
I want to keep the drive going. That's a gutsy call, especially when you've got a guy who just kicked a 50-yard field goal. So that had to be weighed into the equation. Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground, and Northshore falls on top of it.
I'm not sure if did they keep it?
Fumble.
It looked like Bolden had fallen on top of it,
It did.
and it's a first down for the
Wow.
Panthers.
Fumble.
Wow. So that play was actually, I don't want to say doomed from the get-go, but the snap was not handled well. So it came up and it just kind of was fumbling as he went to hand it off, and well, you see the end result of that. There's a flag on the play here, though. Let's see what this is.
Is it before or after?
That I can't say. Well, it looks like it must have been after.
After the play.
Yep.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Mandeville.
Wow.
Excuse me, on
That's
on
on
North
North
Shore.
Shore.
On North
That's
Shore.
on North
Okay.
Shore.
Against the Panthers.
Well, I tell you what,
Come up to the 20-yard line.
it's been a very interesting game tonight that's turned quite competitive.
Yeah, North Shore has 80 yards to go here on this drive, but should they be able to get into the end zone and make the extra point, they take the lead.
Indeed. And again, you got T.J. Coleman, number one. He's their big-time playmaker. So, and they've gone to him here or there, but he does have the ability to break one.
High snap once again, handled cleanly. Cherry on the run, breaks two,
My
breaks
word.
3 tackles. Still on the run, spin move, breaks it, and Mandeville punched that one out. And the referee signaling that Northshore has it. But that was an excellent job there, running behind him, punching it out.
Is that the synopsis for the game tonight?
I believe that was Showers.
Wonderful moves, great athleticism, fumble, recovery. If we're going to condense this game tonight and into a little 10-second clip, that would probably be the play to do.
Yeah.
Tons of spin moves, great athleticism, and a fumble.
So first down for the Panthers. Goes to Cherry, going far side, and he'll fall forward for a gain of 2.
He eluded the first tackle, not the second.
Tackled by Xenon.
So again, good pursuit by Mandeville right there. It looked, if I'm not mistaken, like Emil Allen, the junior safety, was able to clean up that play. But man, good, like I said, good pursuit by the Skipper defense. So 2nd and
8. Wabacher fakes the give, slings this one out. It's complete on the run, and he will take it to the house. That's Jaden Scott.
Wow. Jaden Scott has made big play after big play. Every time we call his name, he's making a big play. None bigger than that one right there. Wow.
It's tied up.
Wow.
With the extra point from Hanrahan pending.
We mentioned it earlier. If North Shore's defense could keep them in this game and the offense could find a way to get into some semblance of a groove, this could be the end result. A very tight game. And here we are.
Snap is back. Uh-oh, it's mishandled. And it's blocked. So.
He can return it.
Oh, it's still.
No,
I don't think you can return it on an extra point.
Not on.
The point after is blocked.
So it's just
It's a
missed
dead ball.
extra point.
So we're tied at
tied
16.
up 16-16, 9:14 to go here in the game. So kickoff here from Hanrahan. It's a low kick, and Mandeville's just going to fall right on top of it. And a little
chippy.
extracurricular activity down there now.
Getting chippy.
Short kick recovered by the Skippers.
Up, and there it goes. There's another one.
We've got multiple flags after the play.
So 2 flags come out.
Well, this may take a little while to resolve.
Is it going to offset?
It may offset. The question is will there be any ramifications for the players? It looked to be just some shoving, if you will. But those guys in the stripes are a lot closer. So that's the end.
You see the official here, his hands on his face. They're going,
yeah.
What a mess here.
What do we do with this? Now, what I will say is you're seeing the end result of some young men who are, how can I say this, engaged in a really tight game. Homecoming night. So I can promise you this, both these coaching staffs are going to look at that and go, guys, that's not acceptable. I mean, it's one thing to play with a little fire. It's another thing to get a little sideways. So. So I guess we're
we were about
still waiting. Last time I said the crowd could go get concessions, but with these long delays with officiating, I think they could go home and make a sandwich at this one.
A personal foul on Northshore. Personal foul on Mandeville. Offset. So there you go.
Then that's about the only thing that you could get out of that. But again, it's one of those things where both staffs will probably look at that and go, okay, guys, look, we appreciate the enthusiasm, but this is something that could be costly down the road. So,
First and 10.
So, first and 10 from the 35-yard line for the Skippers. 9:12 on the clock here in the fourth.
Caden Jacob has been a revelation for me tonight. He has been most impressive. We knew Nate Shepard was going to be all that and then some. Cherry had the ability to be the player he's shown tonight. Yes, I've been really impressed with Jacob.
Jacob calls for it. Give goes to Shepard,
Wow.
and he is drilled in the backfield
Wow.
and dropped by, once again, Jameer Bolden.
And look, he wasn't alone. There were three guys that shot, their respective gaps right there, and Bolden was the one who found pay dirt. This North Shore defensive line is impressive. And they've got linebackers that, man, they're willing to put a hat on the ball quickly.
The defensive line, they're big, they're physical, they're getting penetration every play.
Yes, yes.
That makes it a 2nd and 13.
And, I think that's the first time tonight that I've seen Nate Shepard get the ball in the backfield and not get positive yardage. So, a testament to him, but that also lets you know he's getting hit in the backfield.
Here goes Shepard coming near side, looking to hit the edge, and he's brought down by Brody Dukes.
Dukes is that's the second time Dukes has come up to lay a lick as well.
And a flag is down.
Wow. So is this an extension of some talking from earlier? Because
Mandeville with hands on helmet. I guess this
Yeah.
is on the Skippers.
Well, that would set up a 2nd and long here.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Skippers.
Man.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on North Shore.
There we
So
go.
it's an offset.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Both
teams. Penalties offset.
Such is life. I guess that that may be, a continuation, if you will, but I don't know. I didn't see a whole lot there, to be honest with you.
3rd and 10 for the Skippers.
3rd and 10. Jacob calls for it, looking to pass. His pressure bears down, and he'll send this one to the sideline.
And he only had one play, and that was to sidearm the ball, which he did. And I tell you what, it wasn't far off from being a completion. Good pressure, though, by North Shore's defense once again.
So the punting unit out for the Skippers. Back deep to return is Kyle Williams.
Over the head.
And, he doesn't fall on it there. He gets on top of it at the 5, but this is going to be tremendous field position for the Panthers.
And we talked about, just snapping the ball and how it's been one of those, it's like, whether it's wall backer, but in this case, deep snap, and it was just high. Man, that is big.
The Panthers are in excellent position to take the lead here.
With that starting field position, you certainly would say so. Tell you, North Shore brought some fans as well, looking over across the field, and let's just say they weren't in it early in the first quarter, but they're in it right now. We'll see if this Mandeville crowd, which is huge, can impact the offense of North Shore right here with a little noise.
Wabacher calls for it. Give goes to Cherry, and he'll be brought down after a gain of 2.
Nicely done by Mandeville's defense, but on the flip side, 2 more plays like that, and he might be breaking the plane. It's a big play by Mandeville's defense right here. Time for the Skipper's defense to step up.
Wabacher, give goes to Cherry once again, and the defense holds once again.
Yes, they do. So that is going to set up a huge 3rd down.
With the stop.
Smartly done right there by number 8, Pierce Malonson, pulling a couple of his guys away, basically saying, hey, look, we've given some free yardage and some free plays and indeed 1 free drive. Be smart right here. So good job by that young man, showing his, senior leadership.
So 3rd and goal from the 4.
Huge play, huge play.
Give goes to Cherry again, racing forward, and Cherry is into the end zone for the score.
No flags on the play, so we now have a new, we have Northshore in front for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Northshore up 22-16 with the extra point from Hanrahan pending.
Now, last time the snap was low, and they weren't able to convert.
Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. 6:42 to go here in the game. Northshore up 23-16. Hanrahan to kick this one away following the Northshore score.
It's a live ball still.
Mandeville falls on it at the 28-yard line.
So,
but that was a dangerous situation there.
It was. I'll tell you what, it was a good kind of a squib onside type kick. It wasn't an onside kick per se, but because of the way it was kicked, and obviously is designed to be kicked that way, it almost panned out. And it certainly was a dangerous moment, as you said, for Mandeville. Mandeville handled it quite well. Mandeville's offense did a little work here in front of them.
Jacob calls for it, looking to pass, slings it out. It's complete.
Nice move.
And
another nice move.
A lot of dancing around there, and a gain of 7.
So, look, the ball's been on the money. Jacob has been really impressive this evening. But again, yards after catch. These young men have shown their athleticism for sure tonight.
2nd and 2, I think. No, Mandeville's going to get a playoff here, but we have a heat and humidity break coming up. It's a toss to Bayham, and he'll be brought down after getting the 1st down, and that will send us to our final heat and humidity break of the evening. Northshore up 23-16 here in the 4th.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
Jacob looking to pass, slings this out right side, and it is in and out of the hands of White, and a flag comes out. And it was Scott, Jonell Scott on the coverage.
It was tight coverage. I thought Scott had some good coverage right there, but he may have wrapped his arm around on the backside, something we couldn't see from our perspective. Man, it was a beautiful pass, and let's be honest, if the coverage wasn't there and maybe too good, that would have been a catch. And there
That'll
it
move
is.
the Skippers up.
There it is.
Pass interference.
And again, the
against
official who
defense.
threw that flag, he was looking from the reverse side,
Skippers will get a first
something we
down.
couldn't see. So
Near midfield.
he saw an arm wrapped around the backside and a little tug. That's going to draw the hanky.
From the North Shore 49, Jacob will keep it. And that's a gain of 4 on the quarterback keeper.
And that looked more designed than RPO to me. So again, when you have, he's an athlete. He's a big guy. You know, he's an intelligent player. So if it is RPO, he's making the right calls this evening for sure.
Second and 7 for the Skippers. Jacob looking to pass, and he finds Shepard. Bayham with room to work with.
And he didn't hesitate. His eyes went downfield. He immediately found his target and delivered a strike. Again, just an impressive night in terms of his the intellectual side of the game. You know, let me read this defense really quickly. I see my guy. We're on.
Look at the top right of your screen there. Nate Shepard in the slot.
Yes. Well, they looked for him earlier from that position when they were in the 5 wide receiver set, which it looks. Are they in that again?
No, they have
4.
Bayham at running back.
So
calling for it. Jacob looking to pass. His pressure bears down, slings it to the end zone, and it's overthrown. Intended there for McGowan.
Man, just a tad off on the deep ball, but nice play design.
So that makes it second down.
I mean,
and 10.
every one of their cousins looking for Shepard to get the ball right there. So
McGowan was open.
Yes, he was, and he's quality as well. So it's nice to have such good options. Second and long right here, so Mandeville's looking to make that third down play a little easier.
Jacob pulls it, and he'll be brought down. He leans forward for a gain of 1.
Well, now that's going to set up a 3rd and long. So I mentioned if, pick up a few yards right here and make a potential 3rd down a little more manageable. This is a long chew right here, 9 yards.
Play coming in from the sideline.
What's the game clock at?
4:06 on the game clock, 16 on the play clock. Jacob calls for it, looking to pass, slings it out, and it's incomplete. Intended out there for White.
Yeah, White went up as high as he could possibly go, and it just wasn't happening. And I tell you, Jonell Scott, he had an opportunity potentially to come down with that. It would have been an amazing play had he done so. But a little high for everybody involved.
So that makes 4th and 9 for the Skippers.
Wow, big play.
And North Shore is going to take a timeout. 3:51 to go here in the game. North Shore up 23-16. 4th and 9 when we return.
Timeout.
All right, 4th and 9. Huge play here for the Skippers. And another timeout called by North Shore. So 3:51 to go here in the game. And North Shore up 23-16.
Timeout.
Coming out of the timeout, 4th and 9 for the Skippers, now in an empty set. Jacob calls for it. Now pressure bearing down. He launches a prayer.
Guess who?
And it's caught! Down to the 1 yard line, Nate Shepard.
Guess who? Look, the last time they went a 5 wide receiver set, that's who they went to. So that was no surprise right there. And look, Shepard, if you watch on that route, he just kind of slowly gallops out there. It's not like he's looking to create some space by running past someone. He just found some space, and then of course Jacob was able to put it on the money even though he was under pressure. Huge play.
And this will be a direct snap to Shepard. Oh, he mishandles the snap. Uh-oh, loses it again, and they're going the other way. It's Williams, still on his feet, runs over a ref, and he's down to the 38-yard line.
Wow. Wow. I mean, that is a wow moment. Man, talk about a game changer. That is unbelievable. Talk about a change in momentum just instantly. Mandeville looks like they're driving in, following up a huge play. Golly. Unreal. Wow. I'm still dumbfounded by all of this.
So I think
this is enough.
What a
to
moment
make,
there.
This is enough to make you speechless.
For real.
And kudos to North Shore's defense. They've been aggressive all night. They've been able to penetrate all night. And you've got Mandeville. I mean, you got the best player on the field with the ball in his hands, kind of, and that was the problem. Wasn't able to fully pick the ball up, and in North Shore, they made the most of that circumstance.
So a big reason for that silence that you and I had there was we were looking at the scoreboard, and it said 23-22. They just readjusted it back to 23-16, and you hear the cheers from the North Shore side.
Yeah.
I think they were just as confused as we were.
Well, I think that was a little, how can I say this, early on the scoreboard operator, maybe wish casting right there.
Give goes to Cherry straight ahead, and that'll be a gain of 4 on the carry. And Coach Jones will take a timeout. 3:01 to go here in the game. North Shore up 23-16. All right, second down. Coming out of the Mandeville timeout. North Shore there wanted to see the Mandeville front.
Big play right here.
Snap is back. Give goes to Cherry, bounces outside, still racing down. That is a first down, and he'll go out of bounds.
Well, all I can tell you is the coaching staff over there is probably going to say, can you stay in bounds next time?
I wish I had a telestrator here, but the coach, at the top, walking off your screen right now, said, you need to stay in bounds.
Yeah, take a dive. You got the first, so go ahead and take a dive right there because basically Mandeville with 2 timeouts left, if I'm not mistaken. If the clock's running, that puts them in a position where they may be forced to use one sooner than they want.
A fresh set of downs, though, for North Shore.
It is at that. It is at that. Mandeville's home crowd, again, a sizable crowd. They're trying to cheer on their squad.
Here goes Cherry.
But Cherry is following his blockers and having none of it.
A 5-yard gain for Cherry.
Berry and Hammett combining combining for the stop.
Big number 66, Logan Dunn, leading the way. Yet another senior. As I mentioned earlier, lots of seniors on North Shore's roster. They experienced success last year, and sometimes you get into key moments like that, and that stuff matters.
And a timeout called by the Panthers.
Timeout. North
So
Shore.
2 minutes to go
That's
here
their
in the
final
game.
timeout
North Shore up
of the ball
23-16.
game.
All right, 2:01 to go. Coming out of the North Shore timeout, music's still running here in the stadium. Snap is back. Wabacher gives the cherry. Spin move away, pushing his way through. That is hard running from Cherry.
And again,
Close to the
yet
first down
another
marker.
spin move. It's just been spin move after spin move. The occasional jump cut in the hole to find some space. He's been impressive this evening.
And they're going to say it's short. It's 1 yard short.
Well,
Ball
for
is
lack of a
fired
better
at
way of saying
35-yard
it, this
line.
may be ball game right here.
Looks like it's gonna be
So
third and
Coach
short.
Jones takes a timeout now.
Mandeville.
1:49 to go.
Timeout.
North Shore up 23-16. All right, 3rd down and 1. Under center is Wabacher, and he will lunge forward, and it'll be close.
It's going to depend upon the spot.
Yeah, it'll be close. North Shore signaling 1st down.
Quarterback keeper.
It may be a first down, but it's awfully close.
There it is, 1st down.
Wow.
So once they get the chain set,
That's a first down for the Panthers.
clock is running.
1:35 remaining in the ball game.
Clock running, 38 on the play clock, 27 on the game clock. And they're going to go, North Shore is going to go into the greatest formation in all of football. So Coach Jones said it when we talked to him before the game. He said, can't focus on the 0-3, 2-1 thing, because last year Mandeville went to North Shore. They were 2-1. Mandeville was 0-3, and Mandeville beat them there.
That's it.
This year, North Shore returning the favor.
Reversal of fortune. So, but I will tell you this: there's some talent out there on the field from both sides tonight, and it was, as I mentioned, it's on display.
Yeah, what a great game.
And man,
Everyone who is in attendance here tonight, I know it's homecoming and it's disappointing, but this was a tremendous game. They got their money's worth with the cost of admission.
for sure, for sure.
So, kneel down here from Wabacher, and North Shore will win the game. Let's send our thank yous to those who helped bring you this game, starting with our superintendent, Mr. Frank Jabbia, supervisor of broadcasting, Dr. Melody Menard, sideline cameraman, Theo Smith, cameraman, editor, coordinator of Channel 13, Dave the Rave Williams, color analyst, Coach Jimmy Inman. So from Sid Terrio Stadium, where the North Shore Panthers defeat Mandeville 23-16, my name is Grant Yenny. Good night.